So Tyson Beckford is basically talking about how he is happy that Wendy Williams has her karma, that what she's going through right now is her karma because she was spreading false gay rumors about him, and he is still furious about that. He's holding a grudge against her, and he's made it very clear on the same podcast where he was discussing this fight that he had with Diddy and Diddy's goons and friends.
Karma hit your ass. Good for you.
God damn. It's her birthday.
No, I'm not. Hey,
damn.
No F's given.
He also stated that he has a strong disdain for her, does not like her.
And me and Tretch feel the same way. Her karma's come to her. You just talking people business, making up stuff. You know what I'm saying? Why? To get clout, radio?
And is happy that she's going through what she's going through right now because it's her karma for spreading false rumors.
Where you caught him at?
Caught him at the car wash.
In Jersey?
Yeah, buddy.
And what happened?
Had that Glock on me.
What the hell?
Yeah.
What the hell's going on?
I wouldn't be surprised if Tyson Beckford was fluid or was gay. I feel like it is believable, not because it's a personal attack on him, but because this is how this industry works. We've seen it with Diddy. We've seen it with the majority of these male lawsuits coming forward in regards to Diddy. And a lot of people who've spoken about male orgies happening at his freak-off parties and his houses. I would not be surprised, guys, if he won that way. Like if he went that way, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I just feel like it's a bit mean to say she's going through her karma. Granted, you know, it's rude for her to discuss her sexuality, and I can understand that, and he deserves to be upset about it, but also she's going through a lot right now. She's trapped in a conservatorship. I just think it's a bit of a reach to say this is her karma, and rather you should just settle your dues and just not discuss it, to be honest with you. But that's how Tyson feels, and Tyson's going to let people know how he feels. Hey guys, it's more Raleigh, daily and consistent content. Let's get straight into this video, guys. There's been a lot of conversation and articles about P. Diddy and his comeback to music and how he will be, and that he is going to have some type of, you know, musical triumph, they're stating, or, you know, an expert weighs in on why they don't think his career is over. Diddy's ready to bounce back into music after the trial verdict. I'm so sick and tired, guys, of poor journalism. I'm so sick and tired of people who just slap on a title, put on a thumbnail, or put an article, want to be dramatic, and there isn't anything actually factual or remotely similar to what you've written in your title. First and foremost, this man has not even been sentenced. His sentencing is October 3rd. Why would there be any discussion of him coming back into the music industry? If he wants to make music behind bars and sit there with Tory Lanez, they can do just that. Do you understand? But this man and the conversation of him entering the music industry should not even exist because this man has not been sentenced yet. I find it to be so frustrating. Just poor journalism in general, overall. Not even just about Diddy, but just about anyone that people want to talk about, including me. I just feel like there's so much poor journalism. People don't look at the facts of conversations. They don't care anymore. People just want to make a lie, and it can run. It has its own legs. AI included. People just will believe anything that they see online without questioning anything, and it's just so scary because it's going to get far worse in the next 10 years, let alone in the next 2 years. But poor journalism is so strong, and I find it to be so frustrating. Now back to Jay-Z, because he's been a hot topic this week, guys. He is filing some more stuff, and it just doesn't take a break. In the matter of Jay-Z versus Buzbee, the case in Alabama, Jay-Z filed an unopposed motion to exceed the number of pages allowed by the court to respond to all defendants' motions to dismiss, then filed a supplemental motion breaking down his anticipated 145-page reply. So, you know, he is really upset. He's really upset, and this is why he's filed this unopposed motion, because he wants to have more pages. He wants the court to read more pages. There's a limitation, there's a restriction. He doesn't want that. So therefore, he's filed this motion to say, look, my lawyers are ready. They want to supply more pages, 145 to be exact. Let us do that. It shows that we are ready. Buzbee obviously trying to shake Buzbee in this moment. Jay-Z and Buzbee are still going through stuff. One might be dismissed. The lawsuit with the SA in the GAR might be dismissed, but you've still got this case in Alabama that is still pending and still ongoing. So, you know, this is a response from him to say, we are ready. We want more to be filed. Now, there's a conversation about Rymir and the case being dismissed, and that, you know, there were documents of him basically filing to dismiss it. I believe this has taken place because of fear, because of NDAs, because of money behind the scenes. I do believe that Jay-Z is this person's dad. They look very similar. And I believe that Rymir will not be in this position fighting for so long if he knew who his father was. 110%. I do believe that Rymir is still planning to fight this. There's just been confusion. He has written himself saying that, you know, certain things have happened, but I'm not giving up on XYZ. So don't believe the hype in regards to dismissal and fear and running away. He definitely is not. But I think it's very similar to when those private investigators showed up to that woman's house, which I think is so crazy to me that people didn't make into a big issue. Jay-Z hired, or he says he didn't, external private investigators to come to her house and to record her talking about Buzbee. Like, what kind of corrupt madness is that? Next thing you know, you have Rymir's people saying that people are showing up to the house and certain things are being looked at in a very odd way. Now you're in a position where somebody is trying to dismiss a case and people believe it's due to NDA or dismissal or fear, which I definitely believe. Very similar to P. Diddy and his behavior, where he would follow people or get his goons to follow people and create fear. They both work in the same way. I do not believe that this man Jay-Z is some innocent angel when he was besties with R. Kelly and Diddy, touring together, doing brunches together. It just doesn't make any sense. So I'm trying not to be naive here. That doesn't mean that this man is guilty by omission. This guy is guilty based on, you know, what will happen in a series of future of events, or will be innocent. But as of right now, he is innocent. But because of the way that this industry works, I don't want to be naive to this madness, guys. I really don't. And so Rymir dismissing, I think that he's going to come back. He said he is anyway, so it's not going to, you know, disappear. I believe the Jay-Z hearing is still happening early September in regards to whether this is going to be dismissed or not. That hasn't been called off, so I believe that's still going on. So once again, I just feel like corruption is surrounding Jay-Z, man. The way he gets his goons to do stuff so that he keeps his hands clean, but his hands aren't really clean of that anyways. Candace Owens, guys, is facing a very big lawsuit. Emmanuel and Brigitte Macron, the Prime Minister of France and his wife, the President and First Lady of France, are suing Candace Owens officially today for defamation amongst other claims. It is extraordinary, guys, an unprecedented step for a head of a state to take against a citizen of another country. But Miss Macron has stated that her life has been in emotional turmoil since, you know, Candace Owens and her allegations, and that it's basically traumatized her. So Candace Owens has been stating that Brigitte Macron, Emmanuel's wife, is basically a man, and that she was born a man and that she will pass away as a man is basically what she has stated. And a lot of this has been ongoing for a very long time and she just can't take it anymore. Basically, Candace gets a lot of views on this conversation. They don't like this conversation, and she says, I'm not a man, I'm a woman, and therefore she is suing Candace for defamation. So this could go two ways. This can really go two ways. This could be the end of Candace, because they will come for her in every penny that Candace has, or Candace can win on some kind of technicality, or this is going to be dragged out and then eventually dismissed, and then Candace will see that as a victory, because this is going to be big, guys. Delaware, guys, is a significant venue. Damages awarded in civil defamation can result in direct forfeiture of assets through chancery jurisdiction. Owens would be advised to wear all her clothes sentencing, because she'll be left with whatever's on her back when this is over. So, interesting, guys. Very interesting. Of course, there's been conversations about Bridget and, you know, grooming, and how that she knew this man, the president, when she was much older than him, and, you know, a lot of these grooming allegations. So there's been so much about her ongoing, but she's had enough, and she's suing Candace for defamation. I think this is going to be very interesting. Cardi B herself, guys, is facing a lawsuit. Do you remember when she threw a microphone at somebody who came for her first? Now she is being accused of assault and battery by this woman who she allegedly threw a microphone at. Well, the person threw a water at her right on her face, and she was upset and directly threw the microphone on her. Attorney Sierra Norris, who's repping Jane Doe, is holding a press conference on Thursday in Vegas in discussion to this. So she's facing a big lawsuit, which is not a great time for her, because this is the time where, you know, she is conducting this new album. It's a album release that's going to happen over the next couple of months. She's already stated that she's crying and that people are coming after her. So this lawsuit is just to add the icing on the cake. But I feel like Cardi has faced lawsuits like this before and she has won them. So I think that might happen now, even though it's a clear-cut video of her dashing a microphone in somebody's face. Do let me know your thoughts, guys, when it comes to this video. Do subscribe to the channel, comment down below, give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. Please do subscribe. It's just one click. That's all you guys have to do, guys, is subscribe to the channel, join Murad Nation, become a Murada, where we talk about things more factually over here, and where we try to give you guys the documents and stories as we talk about it, because I'm so sick and tired, guys, of just fake gaslighting, lie journalism, and people just be lying about stuff, and all this AI stuff in general. It's just so annoying, guys. Like, it's really annoying. Subscribe, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.